I have never seen the movie GOAT, and I don't even intend to watch it because I'm not into basketball, but when I heard the villain song, I realized something had to be done about it. So, in this video, I'm going to show you how I rewrote the villain song GOAT Tears into my own version. I'll take you through the process, and later I'll post it to my channel alone. But before we get into the video, I just reached 100 subscribers. I cannot stress how much I appreciate you guys. My next goal is 500, so if you're watching this, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me spread my content. Now, let's get into the video. I figured it would be best to start out this video by analyzing everything wrong with the song. There isn't much to break down here, so I'm just gonna take my time. I'm gonna read off each of the individual lyrics, starting with, I know you think you're all bat but I'ma have you crying like bat. What? I'm not gonna lie, this bar makes me instantly uncomfortable. Like, genuinely, why did he do that? You just goat here. I'm the main attraction, though. I'm the godfather. Call me Pony Soprano. I think the worst part about this one is the attempt at a reference. A lot of the time, when rappers put a reference into 1 or 2 bars worth of build-up, it sounds weak or half-baked, and that's what's happening here. If you couldn't tell what this meant, you're like me, and I had to look it up. It's a reference to Tony Soprano, who's referred to as the Godfather. You know, Pony Soprano. I can't take this reference seriously. Here's an example of what I mean. Tell me, which reference to a game of cards is stronger? Now, I don't mean for this rhyme to sound far-fetched. I'm getting random when I'm shuffling like a card deck. Or the second option. I got that dog in me, that's a diamond in the rough. Are you suited to approach when you see I'm up in the club? Now I'ma call a spade because I'm like a deck of cards, I bet. I make her laugh and yes, she be playing the queen of hearts again. Option 1 has less bite, and there's reason to this. Break down the bar. A card deck gets random when shuffled. That's the end of breaking it down. Now, break down option 2. Matching rough with rough and saying you got that dog in you is one thing. It's also a reference to diamonds. Saying let's call a spade means let's just be honest. Queen of hearts again is a reference to the Queen of Hearts. Now in this reference bar you have references to diamonds, clubs, a suit, which is another card term, spades, and hearts, along with explicitly saying deck of cards. Because the second one is so much deeper thought out and strung together, it creates a strong rap bar. It has wordplay, idioms, and rhyme schemes to place into the actual reference. That's what we want for the readapted version I'm gonna make of this song. Now, let's get to the next bar. I'ma keep it short, just like you. Next time we on the court, the smoke's all you. The part about keeping it short was cool in concept, but it was a tad bit basic. It could have at least been strung together cooler. Something like, you should know all about keeping it short. Something that could be played off as casual but still has bite, because those are cooler bars. Also, the bar was right there. You can say keep it short and you can also say keep it a stack, which means to tell the truth, then make a play on the term short stack, which means, well, you know what that means, but I'm not that mad at this bar. The real issue is that, you guessed it, this guy is rhyming you with you. That's almost unacceptable. Then he goes, act tough but you're scared. I'm in your nightmares. Tonight when you sleep, you'll be crying goat tears. And then that's the end of the song. Alright, the nightmares bar was cool. If you don't get it, it's because it's another name for a horse, a mare. But unfortunately, tears does not rhyme with scare. It was close though, and it's forgivable. Altogether, people just don't like this song, so let me try fixing it. First, the beat. There's no official instrumental to this song out, so the only one that's on the internet is kind of, it sounds poor because it had like an audio extractor. So I'm just gonna use a free for profit beat. So anyways, next up we have the writing. Overall, GOAT Tears is really short. I'm gonna make it longer. I'm thinking for starters, we're gonna play with the rhyme scheme of main attraction. Main attraction. Main attraction. Graded rapping. You see what I did there? One common misconception when it comes to rap intervals in children's media. Whoa, that was a lot of words. Let me try that again. When there's rap in kids shows, a lot of people believe that it has to be basic. The kids have to understand it, but truthfully, even if kids did have to fully understand it, they're not listening. It just has to not be inappropriate. Plus, it can't be too simple for fear of it not sounding good. That's why this song gets cut a lot of slack. I don't think it deserves all the slack it gets cut. Stop cutting slack for this song, it doesn't deserve it. I decided to keep the ad-libs as to not completely change the song, but this rap is overall gonna need 6 things. At least 1 long rhyme scheme, a reference to something or someone, wordplay, basketball terminology, disses toward the GOAT character, who now I know is named Will, and the term GOAT Tears. Sorry for the stutter. But beat's done, writing's done, so without further ado, here's GOAT Tears, the reprise. Kid, you not ready, yeah.
It's main season.
You know what's in my cup. Main attractions, graded rapping. Every pump faking past you make it trash, kid. In my old age, I passed the ranks of masses. Now I just take the grasp and make the basket. I'ma get picked if they're putting in drafts. It's too obvious. I'm the protagonist. Get battling if you wanna win. I'm packing the magic, the Maximus to the Pontifex. You're just a refraction. I'm bouncing my light off of him. You gotta try better. You're playing with the horse and you got all 5 letters. I'm lighter on my feet. Do you got a light header? Whatever. I'm eating you up. I can call you cheddar. And listen, I'm a merger free. You about to see the worst of me. You when I burn this freak like a furnace. See, he from no fear. Verbally, I'm making an emergency. He's thinking he's the heir to the throne and I'm pulling both shears. I'ma see them goat tears.